Okay, everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to get started here. So today we are going to go over a pretty cool feature within Core Listing Machine. So we've talked about Core Listing Machine before, how it helps your social media, and then that's kind of where we left off. When we did the training with Inside Real Estate, they said that 95% of what you use in Core Listing Machine is really just setting up your social media and entering in your parameters for all the automated posting, and then you're kind of good to go. But there are a lot of other cool features within Core Listing Machine that if you choose to really use it, you can get a lot out of it. Today we are going to go over one of those tools, and that is the print suite. So as we go along here, for those of you who are tuned in live, please drop a question in the Q&A section if you have any questions. And those who are watching the recorded version, please give me a call or send me an email if you have any questions about anything we covered today. And if you want, we can always jump on and meet and go over some of the stuff together. So today, once again, we are going to go over the Core Listing Machine print suite. And it's a really cool, before we get started and we really go over this, this is a really cool feature. We always have agents asking about different customizable, printing options. Everyone likes the postcards, the mailers, flyers for the open house, of course. And KV Core, you're kind of limited with what you can get from that. And this is just a very easy, customizable feature that gives you a lot of freedom. So without further ado, let's jump in. Your first step will be to come into your KV Core platform and access your Core Listing Machine. So that's over here on the right or on the left side. Click on that. It'll open up your Core Listing Machine in a new tab. And then the first thing I'll show you is printing options for your listings. So you're going to come in here and you're going to see that your listings are available to be managed down here. Before we jump in here, I will say that unfortunately, unlike KV Core, where you're able to pull a flyer on any listing that will have your contact info, you're unfortunately not able to do that here in the Core Listing Machine. So if you are an agent and you are hosting an open house for another agent, unfortunately, you're not able to create a branded open house flyer with your info on it. You'll have to do one with the selling agent on it. So that's a little bit limiting, but anyway, that's just one thing that one kind of bump in the road here. So let's take a look here. So let's look at this list. So you're on here, your Core Listing Machine. You scroll down to the bottom, and it's got all of your listings. Your next step will be to go to the listing that you'd like to manage. So you're going to click on the action window, and then it brings up all these options. Go to your print center. And it brings up these. It brings up all the options here. So as you can see on the top here, you have the option to do flyers, door hangers, or postcards, which is very cool. And on the postcards and door hangers, you'll see that there are options on the down here on the left that you can do ones for just sold too. So a lot of agents will like to do door hangers or postcards for listings that were just sold in their area. So you can go ahead and go into every single mailbox and throw those in there and say, hey, look at what I just did in your neighborhood. I can do the same for you. So that is very cool. But let's first look at the flyers. So if you want to do a flyer for your listing, you're going to come in here. And here it is. Here's your flyer with the default template. But let's say you want to maybe change it. You can come into edit. You can edit all this stuff. So let's edit the style. And as I mentioned, as we go along here, if you have any questions, just drop it in the chat there. Anyway, so then it gives you all of these different collections to choose from. The curve collection, panels. So a lot of different. So this is going to be the first step, is going to be to choose choose the style that you'd like. So I think I like this one, the wireframe collection. I'm going to click choose style. And then the next option will be it gives you color options. So being at Metro Roberts, I want red and blue. I think that looks pretty good. We kind of recommend that you do so, just so that there's no, I understand that we allow tons of brand creativity. So of course you can go for whatever you'd like. But of course we'll recommend you use red and blue or just blue or just red. Just colors that kind of fall in line with our Metro Roberts branding. So then you click continue. And then you can choose your photo locations. So you can see here, you got your first spot, second, third, and fourth. You can come into, this will pull all of your photos in. So you can scroll through here and see which photos you want to include. So I definitely want this one to be my first photo location, to be the main photo. And then I think I probably want, let's see, maybe I want one with the kitchen to be my second photo. I think this might be a good spot for it. And then for the third photo, right now it's selected here. I don't know if I like that as much. I'm gonna, let's see. So I definitely want to include, I guess that might be all right. Anyway, you see what I'm doing here. Let's say I might want this area to be included, this room. I'm gonna do that as my third photo. And right now for the fourth one, we got this kind of living room area, so that's good. So those are my 4 photos that I'm able to choose. And you can see here, you can any of your photos, as long as they're in the system. And again, this all pulls right from the MLS. The next thing that's very cool is you get to customize the copy on your flyer. So I obviously want the price here. The header, you can change it to whatever you might want. We have the default one is search for your perfect home here, but you can maybe do like your dream home awaits. Something like that, whatever you like to do. Address, we want keep the address. The site URL, you can do that, or you can do your KV Core site. Right now, it'll just say like corelessmachine.com/home. And then it'll pull directly from the description, from the ML. So you can come in and you can change any of the description. Bullet points too, 2 baths, 2.5 baths, 4 bedroom square footage. You can add anything else too, like maybe if there's a really notable location, like you might want to put in like, a block away from whatever school district, or you can put walking distance from New Airfield, whatever. If there's any sort of features that you want like highlighted, you can add a couple in here. Or if you don't want something highlighted, if you think, it's not a huge house, I don't want to include the square footage right on the top line there, I'd rather feature something else, you can go for that too. So again, a lot of freedom involved here. Agent name, you can add the agent name here. If this is for Jim, maybe Jim would want to be called Jim instead of James, whatever. You can put your license number, your cell phone number, you can put a different photo, email address, your website, but looks like this kind of cuts off your KV Core site. So I think I would want to omit that just because it wouldn't cover it. You can change your office address because it might pull a default one from our South Buffalo office. And this looks like it didn't automatically do NY. Office phone. If you have a co-agent that doesn't come over here. Any disclaimers? Do you want the realtor logo? Always yes. And do you want the equal housing logo? Always yes. So if everything looks good, you hit continue. Again, I'm only going down this. I know that was like a lot, but that just shows you how much freedom you have to customize these flyers. And it also doesn't force you to put all this information in. You know, this, you saw that it grabbed all that stuff from the ML. That this is only like if you really want to change it. So lots of freedom to make this your own, but also if you don't really have any desire to change much, it's already pulled in right from the ML. So really cool. Hit continue there, and then it's gonna bring me to my kind of final version here. And there it is. So you see these are the 4 photos I chose. All the information here. You see it's got, it'll pull in your photo. And pretty cool here. So then what you would do is you could print it directly from your computer, or you can download it as a PDF and you can save it right to your device, or send it directly to directly out via email. And you'll see here, it's got our Metro Roberts logo automatically. It's got everything. A QR code for anyone to scan that and get their the property information. So very cool. So that, I mean, that took about whatever, you know, a few minutes, but it created it created a flyer that frankly I liked, you know. So, and that's what it's all about. You're given so much freedom and customization to do all this. So that is the open house flyer. As you saw, there's tons and tons of different templates and things like that you can use. Let's look at the door hangers. So the door hangers, of course, you can do listed or sold, and you come into custom. Same deal here. You can you know, choose your style. Let's say red and blue, of course. So it looks like it's pretty similar to the flyer, but you're only given one photo to choose. So I'm going to choose the main photo. You get 11 characters, so just listed, and then you can do the asking price here. So when you do the just sold, you can put in how much you sold it for, and then all this stuff. Same kind of information about the listing. And then you're done. So yes, we did this, we made the door handle, but obviously, you know, this is an all digital program. So like, you will still have to find an external way to print these. You know, of course, we don't have a printing press or anything like that here at our offices. So you probably will have to take these somewhere to get printed, but it saves any sort of design fee or anything like that. The open house flyers, you'll probably be able to print here. Or you can do it digitally. So you could do a just listed thing and you can use this for your social media. So kind of a cool feature there. Postcards, same deal. Just listed, just sold. Just like Vistaprint or something like this, you'll get the more freedom to kind of make this your own, and then you'll have to find a way to get these printed. Of course, the printing will always cost some money, but this is a free customizable design that you'll be able to do here in Core Listing Machine. So lots you can do, a lot of templates. So that is the listing promotion print center. I'm going to take you into just one more real quick feature here. So if you hover over the marketing tab in the top left corner and you go to presentation flyer, this is going to be a way to market yourself and a way to market Core Listing Machine with your potential seller. So if you are on your way to go to a listing presentation, of course, we provide you with those listing presentations, those packets that you can go over all of our tools. But if you really want one that really hammers home what Listing Machine will do for your seller, you can print this out too. So This says, this brochure outlines many of the products and services that you as a real estate agent have access to through Core Listing Machine Marketing Program. Show your clients the many ways their listings will be available to prospective buyers. So here you can choose a different theme. I'm going to choose blue and red. I'm going to hit create flyer. And then it opens up this 2-page document with my information. And it'll have all of the goods that the Core Listing Machine will offer. So this is something you can print out and you can show your seller and say, like, look, this is just from listing your home with me, you're going to get all this stuff automatically. And this is just one of the tools that Metro Roberts offers. So anyway, a lot you can do with the printing suite here in Core Listing Machine. Before we wrap it up, does anyone have any questions? If you have any questions, feel free to drop that in the Q&A section. Well, okay. Well, once again, if anyone has any questions about any of this stuff, please let me know and give me a call. And it was great finally getting back on here and chatting with many of you. And I look forward to hearing from you. So everyone have a great rest of the day.